All right, how's everybody doing today? This video is going to be pretty quick. I'm going to get straight to the point. Basically, I want to talk to you about this cryptocurrency thing we got going on right now, okay? So, what you're looking at right now is a website that I set up, step-by-step guide to cryptocurrency wealth. And basically, this is just a simple, quick guide to get you set up and get you going. And the purpose of this video is not necessarily to inform you about that. The purpose of this video is to let you know about how you can win in this game of cryptocurrency. Very easy to win, and we have a very good layout for you set up where if you follow exactly what we tell you to do on a day-to-day basis, you can't go wrong. Now, before I actually get into this, I got to get into a disclaimer. This does not necessarily mean that you're going to make a set amount of income. Doesn't mean that you're going to be a millionaire overnight. Could be, but it doesn't mean that. I have to make this disclaimer because sometimes people expect one thing and they may get another. So I'm making this disclaimer. I'm simply here to show you what we have going on, and I'm also here to show you the results that we have come up with as we have implemented what I'm getting ready to show you. So first of all, let me just say hello. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good myself. Actually doing excellent since I've been checking the back offices of my exchanges, and everything's going smoothly. Now, actually what we have for you today is we have set up for you some picks as far as which coins are going to go which way as we see it, and these are basically based on our professional analysis of these coins over a period of time and seeing exactly what the market does from day to day. So with our analysis in mind, we can come up with some pretty good picks for you, and we have that laid out. We have the Facebook group called Pump It Up. And this Facebook group called Pump It Up, we give you a lot of tutorials. We're going to be bringing you videos like this one. And basically, you can just come there and learn. And you can also share input. You can input with the community and see what everybody else is doing and share ideas and thoughts. And just a real good place for you to come and spend some time and get acquainted with this cryptocurrency. So basically what you're looking at right now is a website that we have set up where you can just come to, and it just has 3 simple steps on if you're not already set up to get into any of these accounts, you can get set up. But like I said, that's just part of it. The real reason why I'm here, I know you guys like results. I know you like to see exactly what happens when something is implemented. So I'm not going to bore you with all the hype and all the fluff. I'm just going to show you the results. So I'm going to get into this, but let me just explain a little bit more so you have a little bit of a better understanding. So this Facebook group that we have set up basically is the gateway to another private group that we're getting ready to set up. But we want to build some steam in this Facebook group first and get enough people in. So if you would be so kind as to like, share, comment, and really get in there and dig in and help us pump this thing up so we can get enough members in order for us to take you all over to our private group. And from our private group, we can really start working with you a whole lot better. But right now, as it stands, we have the Facebook group. And like I said, we're here to bump this Facebook group up. So basically, we're just going to be showing a whole lot of tips, a whole lot of tricks and little things that you can tweak out. But the purpose of the private group, as well as all those things that I just mentioned, we're also going to be sending out our picks for the day. So we may send anywhere between 1, 2, 3, 4, no telling how many picks we might have for the day. But our picks for the day usually work on a 90% basis. You'll get exactly what you're looking for as far as this goes. Now, like I said, there's a disclaimer, so I can't make any income claims or anything like that. But what I'm getting ready to show you right now is how this thing works. So let me first take you over here to, let's start with one of our picks for one day. So we have a pick of a coin, as you can see, by the name of GNO. So what I'll do right now is I will go to our charts and I'll go to the actual GNO. Now, if you look up here where it says 4-1, they actually have it kind of backwards to what you're used to. That's really 1-4. 4-1 isn't here, as you know. So that's actually January 4th, 2018 is when this actual pick came out. Now, if you look right here, this is the buy. So this is where approximately where the chart should be at when you do your buy. So you may or may not know that one way to make money is to buy and sell cryptocurrency. So you want to buy in right here at 0.022 approximately. Now, some of the things that we're going to show you are going to be able to help you. We have the pick, but we can show you, and that's for another video, but just to let you know, we can show you about when the market of a particular coin starts to move. So say, for instance, this is 0.022. Somewhere around there it should move, but it may start moving a little sooner. We're going to show you how to be able to tell when it's getting ready to move, and also go up, and we're going to show you when it might go down. So basically, this is a guide to when you should start looking and when you should maybe try to buy in. And again, this is not guaranteed, but our results have been very accurate over this beta test group that we have set up with just a few people doing this. So if you look right here on my screen, sorry about that, let me bring that back up again. You look right here on my screen, and this is going to disappear, but I'll bring it back. If you look on my screen where I can actually run this, so the buy is 0.022. Our target that we want to hit, the first one, is 0.0245, which means that's when we want to sell our currency, which happens to be Genosis, which is abbreviated GNO. And the site that I'm actually on right now is a site called coinmarketcap.com, where you can actually see what these coins are doing on a day-to-day basis. So if I were to tap my mouse and get rid of that, got me a little stuck here. Just try to run this by. My computer's moving kind of slow. Just bear with me a little bit. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with this one. Server's moving kind of slow. Let me just refresh the page maybe. Okay, that one's not working. So what I'm gonna do, shut out of that, and I'll go start a new tab because I really want to pull this up, show you exactly what happened. So I'll go to coinmarketcap.com. Just bear with me for a minute. I'll get the ball rolling. GNO is a coin. Genosis, better known as GNO. I'll come on down here. I'll set it for a day. Set it for a day. And we're going to go back here and we'll actually look and see. Okay, so we want 1-4. So we'll go down to the bottom, and this is a great way to show you how to navigate through here a little bit. Okay, so the 4th of January, there we have it open. Let me just narrow the search, the ending of the search down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Because this particular coin actually hit pretty quick from the time that we sent this out to the time that it actually hit. So you can see here January 4th, okay? Now January 4th, again, we're looking for 0.022. So if I slide this slider over here, you see where it says on the little square here, it says market cap, it says price, both of the prices. So the bottom price is in BTC, which is in Bitcoin, which is what we're going by when we say 0.022. So we're in Bitcoin right now, 0.022. And you can look on here, the point we're at on January 4th was actually 0.1. So if we slide the slider over, and again, you can keep your eye on these from day to day, periodically throughout the day, and see what they do. As you can see, it's moving up. The BTC price is moving up. So let's put it at right about 0.022, somewhere around there. Like I said, you can kind of get a feel for when the market is moving. So you don't have to take this as a definite. Like you could have been down here, and when this starts to move up, believe me, there's a way where you can see that something's getting ready to happen. So if you saw that was getting ready to happen and you were keen enough to see that, you could actually go ahead and just put your buy, not your sell, put your buy down right here. So let's say you put your buy here, but for the sake of argumentative purposes, we'll move it up to where it actually was supposed to be. But you could have actually bought in down there and just have patience with it. That's another thing. In this game, you have to have patience, because sometimes things don't move exactly as they're planned to move, but believe me, they move. So as you can see, it's going up. Okay, so right about, bring it down just a little bit, right about here, and I may not get it perfect. You know, you strive for perfection, but you may not get it perfect, okay? So here's 0.022. Now, if you look at the USD price, which is the American dollar price, you're at $330.09. Now let me explain that number. That does not mean that you have to spend that. You can spend the least amount that your actual trading site, because this is not actually the trading site that I'm sure you're going to be using. This is just CoinMarketCap, is to show you where the currencies are and how they're moving. So in all actuality, let's just use a number. Let's just use a number in there where someone might trade at. Let's say some people may trade at 100, some people may trade at 10,000. You might put 100 in, someone else might put 10,000 in. Just all different variations of numbers that could actually be put up on a coin. Just because a coin costs a certain amount does not mean that you have to pay the full amount for that currency. You can buy a portion or you can buy more than one. So let's say in this instance, and I'm going to use this throughout the day, let's use $1,000. Let's say that we put $1,000 in on this currency. We bought whatever $1,000 would get us for this cryptocurrency called Genosis that has a price of $330.09 at this particular time. So we put our money on it. So as the market moves, you notice that it went up slightly and it dropped down slightly. There's no need to panic. No need to panic at all when it does that. Because if you look here, and there's a way to tell if it's gonna, if it may or may not pull back up, but if you trust the process, 9 out of 10, this thing will go smoothly. So as you look, it went down a little bit, but a little while later, it shot up and up and up. Now, if you look right here, we went from, what did we say? We went from our 330.09, came up, came down a little bit, shot up, shot down a little bit, shot up, shot down a little bit, shot up to right about here, which was its highest peak. Now, this should have triggered a few things that let you know that it could possibly drop, and you can keep your eye on it. But if you want to play it safe, you get up to about 10%, and you can actually set your actual site that you're going to be doing your trading on. You can actually set that to stop when you get to a certain amount. So you could have set it to 10%, but let's say we eyed it, okay? So we went from being worth 330 something odd dollars to $451, which is, as you may or may not have calculated, well over 10% of your money. But let's use that figure 10% for a minute, because that leaves a lot of room for error. So our margin of error is pretty big when we're using 10%. So if you go back, scroll back down here where we came in at, let's say we didn't come in here. We didn't really realize it. You had something in the oven cooking, you know, you were getting the kids together, and you turn around and darn it, I missed out on where it actually says start. But I'm looking at the target over here, and the target says, what does the target say? First target, 0.0245, on up to the third target, 0.0320, which, if you look up here, it got to 0.027, which is well above the first target and almost to the second target. So if you want to play it safe, stop at the first target, at the first sign of maybe it's going to drop substantially, but you've made a good amount of profit, you can stop it. You can play it safe. As safe as you want to play it in this game is how you can play it. So basically, there was room for error, but there's plenty of room where you could have made easily, and I'm sure you all will agree just by looking at this, you could have made at least, got your money back and at least added another 10% to it as well. So this can be done usually on an average day, if not once, a couple times a day. So even if, you know, we made more than the 10%, but even if you just go with the 10%, even if you just go with that number, you just shoot for 10% or even 5% at a time. So 10% of 1,000, we put our $1,000 up. 10% of that $1,000 is $100. So let's say we do this twice in a day. Okay, 2 times in a day, $200 a day. Now you have a bunch of options you can do. You're free to do with your money as you please, but you can always keep that money in there, and the next time you do it, you can throw that same amount and make even more, okay? So a lot of this stuff is going to be explained in further videos because I want to keep the size of this down. I don't want you to get unfocused and, you know, lose your concentration. So basically, that's the first one. Now I'm going to fly through these next two pretty quick because I think you kind of get the idea of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and mention a few more things we're doing, and I'm going to go ahead and let you go and close out of this. So let's go on to the next one. Doggy coin. I kind of like that. Well, dog coin. I call it doggy coin. I kind of like how that sounds. But its abbreviations are DOG. Okay, DOG. And I'm just going to find that real quick right here. Okay. I think I have the wrong slide for the third one, so I have to pull that up in a second. But let's go on and get into this one. Okay, so DOGE, I'm sorry, DOGE, I stand corrected, DOGE. And if you can look at this one did really good, but it took some time. So sometime with these coins, you have to be a little bit patient, okay? Because what is actually going to happen may not happen right away. So just hold off and be patient. And another thing I might mention, you don't want to take your rent money. You don't want to take your kids' tuition money. You don't want to take food. You don't want to take any money that if you lose it, there's going to be a big consequence for you to pay. So you want to basically take money that you can afford to either leave there, or if something happens, you're not going to miss it too much. So you want to start as low as you have to be comfortable. Even if it's only $100 or $50, you can still make a profit and leave it in and get the ball rolling and get a snowball's effect pretty quickly if you just follow instructions and just be patient. Okay, so let's get into this one. So as you can see here, we got a bunch of zeros and a 65 through 70. So that's when we want to come in. You see, we were alerted about this one going up right around the 2nd of January. Looks like 2017. That might be a mistake. It looks like 2017, but I'll run with that. So anyways, I think we might have the wrong slide up here. That's 2017. But I think that's a miscalculation, because you can see what actually happened. It must be a misprint. They must have misprinted it when they sent it out. But anyways, beginning of the year, that can happen, only 2nd day of the year. But you can see the proof is in the pudding right here, regardless of that. Proof is in the pudding right here where it skyrocketed. So you figure on the 2nd, we were looking for 65 through 70. And again, that's just a misprint right there, because you can see the result of what happened. Okay, so on the 2nd, if you're looking at this price, 0.008899 is what it says, and it told you to get in around 0.000, whatever those zeros are, 65 to 70. So as you can look here, actually that's 66. I'm reading it wrong. Sorry about that. Brains in cahoots right now. Anyways, moving on up the ladder, as you can see, we're at 67 right here. So let's say you bought in right here, but let's say you looked at the signs that we're going to show you how to look at, and you didn't quite see it moving. You had plenty of time to get in. So let's say you got in somewhere around here, you start seeing it get ready to move and shake. It took a couple days. Now some of these buys may do that. They may take a couple days. It's not always guaranteed that it's going to go right away. But as you can look, on the 5th, it starts gradually moving up and moving up. So you were patient. You're sitting through, the rest of the day on the 2nd and the 3rd, and you're sitting there wondering like, wow, what's going to happen? And all of a sudden, it starts moving up the ladder. Up it goes. Up and away it goes. All the way up to right here, which is 111. Now, if you look at your USDA price, which is your American dollars, that's actually, that coin is well below a penny anyway. Actually, it's a little bit of, I'm sorry, not well below a penny. It's at a penny, a little above a penny, almost to 2 pennies. But when you were down here, okay, and these fractions, you got to take them into consideration that they're only fractions. So this coin starting here, that's almost double. So instead of your $1,000 turning into $1,100 on this one, guess what? Your $1,000 could have turned into almost $2,000. We'll just put it at 15 to call it safe. So $500 profit in this one here, and that's just in a matter of a couple days. And again, like I said, you never want to put up money that you're going to need, because maybe your rent came due, and maybe you're going to get ready to get kicked out on the 4th. I don't know your situation. Not trying to guess your situation. I'm just saying, you always want to take the safe bet and play it safe. So as you can see there, a whole lot of leeway being made for that 10%, even if you just went for the 10%, even if you got scared right around here as it dropped a little bit, or right around here as it dropped a little bit, you still can get your 10%. So you can do that numerous times a day if you just follow what we're saying. Again, no guarantees, because I gave you the disclaimer already, but our results have shown and proven this to be true. So what I'm going to do right now, just bear with me because I have the wrong slide for some reason for the other one. I'm just going to go in here and try to find there it is. Okay, there it is. This is my last and final one. I don't want to keep you too long. I don't want you getting bored on us, but I do want you to dig in and partake with us, okay? So let's go ahead and try to get this fixed really quick. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, this coin is called PART, P-A-R-T, and this is on, they got it right this time. The actual date is on the 7th, 2018, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, back over here, and I believe I have it up already. Yes, I do. I already have it zoomed in to when I need it. So let me pull this back up, okay? And here we go, PART. Okay, so buy-in is anywhere between 0015 and 0012, 0.0015, 0.0012, as you can see right here. So actual date of this is the 7th, which is right here, which starts here. So came sometime during the 7th. And unfortunately, I don't have an exact time, but sometime during the 7th it came. And as you can see, it was moving pretty steady. And then a hit came out that maybe something might happen due to our analysis. And as you can see here, 12 o'clock high, noon, nothing yet. But as you can see, what we're aiming for, we actually have that, because the price of BTC is 0.0013, etc., okay? So you could have bought into this PART coin at any given time. Doesn't really matter, any time between that. that means it hasn't taken off yet. So as you can see, it took it a little while, maybe a day, about a day. Now right here there was a dip, but again, don't be afraid just because there's a dip, because when you analyze this, when you analyze this, how we're going to show you how to analyze it, you'll be able to tell pretty much if it's gonna keep dipping or not. So don't worry about that part. But it dipped a little bit, which is fine. And again, if you were keen enough, you could have actually partaken on this dip and got a little bit more out of it. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, so as you can see here, it starts to make a little bit of a progression here, just a tiny bit on the 8th on into the 9th. And again, you got to be patient. Right about high noon on the 9th, it starts to go up and up and up, and this thing just keeps going up and up and up all the way to the tip, which is here. Okay, if you look at the tip here, we're on the right before, we're not quite to the 10th yet, but as you can see how that went up, it went all the way up to 0.002 and a half pretty much. So if you look at that, that's beyond the third target. Look at the third target. That's well beyond the third target. Now let's take this in layman's terms, because even me, I even like to go in dollar terms because I've been doing it for so long. It just converts better in my mind. So if you look here, $37.74 is the actual price of this coin on this day. Okay, so if you go back, scroll back down to where you bought it at, and let's just give you the benefit. You didn't buy it there, you bought it early, but your patience level was there. So you paid right around $24 a piece for these, okay? And you put $1,000 in. Again, price of the coin does not matter. When it goes up a certain percent, and you go up a certain percent. Doesn't matter the price. So get the price of the actual cryptocurrency out of your mind. Okay, so you move this, I said right around $24 to $37. Which is way over that 10% that we're trying to aim for. So basically, you made it past that percentage, and that's a heck of a lot of money to leave on the table. So you made it past that percentage. Our $1,000 turned into what? Let's just give it a rough figure, make it room for error. Let's say on this one, let's close it out on $1,300. You made $300. And you go on about your business and do whatever you want to do with it. So that's basically what we have here, just a little bit. I'm going to be coming back with some more updates. Again, this is one of the first videos, first of many videos that we're going to have for you, showing you different various ways that you can come into this arena and just totally dominate, okay? Just go from 0 to 60 in a matter of days. You can skip the learning curve. I mean, you got two choices. You can come in fresh and try to learn everything, or you can go with the proven plan and just skip the learning curve. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. I'm sure you heard that 1,000 times, but it's true. You don't want to reinvent the wheel. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and get ready to wind this thing down. I've shown you the proof. I've told you a little bit about this cryptocurrency and kind of what it is. We have some other videos on our actual group wall where you can actually see exactly what cryptocurrencies is. We're going to be updating it. So the best thing you can do right now, even if you have no money at all, even if you're not working with any collateral right now, the best things that you can do right now would be, number one, you want to like, share, and subscribe to our actual group. You want to get in our group because we have a lot of stuff going on where we can show you various ways. We're going to educate you on these cryptocurrencies and show you a lot of things that you might need to know and that you definitely need to know. So that's number one. Number two, well, this is part of it. You want to watch, and you want to make sure that you're watching our group and you're watching to see what's going on and learn something. You also want to share this with as many people as possible, because as we build up our group, this is when we're going to start to bring you guys over into our private group, and we're going to start really giving you the meat and potatoes and giving you those actual predictions that we have come up with. And those will take you definitely from 0 to 60 in a very short amount of time. As you can see, I just shown you the proof. Like they say, proof is in the pudding. So I just gave you your grandmama's banana cream pudding or whatever she might have made. I just gave it to you in a nutshell. You just saw the proof, 3-3. I haven't shown you everything that we've done, but I've shown you 3. And that's a good number for you to see that this thing actually has a potential of working. Like again, I have a disclaimer. I can't tell you a definite, but I can show you that our results here have definitely worked. And we definitely have gone from 0 to 60 pretty fast with this thing. So what another thing you want to do right now is, once you become a member of our group, and again, we're trying to build this group big enough to bring it over to our actual group that we did the test results with, and we want to make that a very, very beefed up group with a lot of people in it. We're trying to help as many people as we can in 2018 really grab this thing by the horns and take it up a notch. So once you get there, the next thing you want to do is you definitely want to, and this link is in our description, you definitely want to come here to cryptopumpitup.com. That's cryptopumpitup.com. You want to go ahead and go through these training videos and get set up with all 3 of these to begin with. Right now, I believe Binance may not be accepting people, but they're on and off. You just have to keep checking back. So you definitely want to do that. You want to start with this one. You want to get into Coinbase. You want to get into GDAX and link it up. Show you all that in these videos. And then you want to come over to Binance as well and get set up there. That way, when everything gets ready to go and you're ready to rock and roll, you're already set. You can just go on the drop of a dime and get in there and, fight the good fight or whatever you want to call it, whatever your lingo is. Perfectly fine with me. But basically, that's what we got for you today. Going to be coming back at you with more videos, and when we actually bring you guys over to the other group, our private group, we're going to actually be doing some prize giveaways, and we got a whole lot of stuff in store for you. So right now, like I said, you want to stay connected, get in our group, join our group, stay connected, watch it every day, learn as much as you possibly can, and just get out there and make it rock and roll. And last but not least, when everything starts to drop and the only thing left is current cryptocurrency, I'll see you at the top. Signing off.